Rufai Oseni has been getting death threats for speaking out against corrupt politicians in Nigeria. Why would people be threatening Rufai Oseni? For speaking out against their corruption, for calling them out for their misdeed. The truth is very, very bitter, but it is necessary if we want a better Nigeria. Rufai Oseni speaks the truth without fear or favor of any politicians. We all have responsibility of speaking out against corruption and injustice in our society, but this kind of threats will not silence everybody. As it is right now, there's fear and intimidation in the heart of an average Nigeria. For the fear of speaking out, if you speak out, you might be silenced or you'll get this kind of death threat. Somebody is doing it for us who are getting angry. In fact, some of us are even supporting these evil politicians. Is it so hard to demand for accountability, transparency from our politicians? Is it so hard to ask that our politicians govern us well? They don't embezzle public funds. They don't seek their offices with selfish interest. That is what Rufai Oseni stands for. Govern Nigeria well. Do not seek your political office for selfish gain or selfish interest. If you claim you want to serve the people, gain their trust. Don't gain their coercion. Don't force yourself down on their throat. The other day, APC asked that Rufai Oseni should be sacked for asking, is Tinubu fit to rule Nigeria? Judging from all his incoherent talks and what he did at Chatham House, how is that an offense? For crying out loud, many of these questions Rufai Oseni asked are in our minds already, just that we couldn't ask. And Rufai Oseni is asking, we should be applauding. He's simply speaking the mind of the people. He represents the whole of Nigeria. We want a better Nigeria. And if we want a better Nigeria, our politician needs to be accountable for their actions. How can you, politicians who claim you want to serve the people, be enriching your pockets and you say we should not talk? Then why did we vote for you? If you're not doing what we asked, then we should say it. So why would he be getting death threats for saying the truth? That means in actual fact, our politicians are actually guilty of all the crimes Rufai Oseni has called them out for. Because a clean mind fears no accusation. And some Nigerians are very, very funny. People are now still supporting these politicians that are embezzling our fund. Probably maybe because you're benefiting from them. But no evil shall befall Rufai Oseni. We are solidly behind you, Rufai Oseni. God is behind you. Keep exposing these politicians. Keep exposing their corrupt deeds. Keep calling them out for their misdeed. No evil shall befall you. Everyone making death threat on Rufai Oseni, God will judge all of you. We really need to support these journalists and show them that they are not alone in this. We need to support them. If truly we want a working and a better Nigeria, then we should actually support people who are speaking out for us. If we can't do it and we get people who can do it, then we should support them. Not tear them apart or support people who are threatening them. Watch this video and see those who are behind this evil deed.
A story from a group named Anonymous, and they threatened our Rufai Oseni here. Let me pull up that statement. They wrote, a name was mentioned today, Rufai Oseni. We've got absolutely no idea who this man is, but his name was mentioned today. A plan is in place to invade his home. Getting the entire family wiped off is the target. The said man must be made to know the situation. He must be on guard. Mr. OBPG, arrest is getting closer. Remember, the names mentioned in the previous expositions, and you must not forget. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. This is clear threat, and I thought to highlight this particular story because this page, they have over 27,000 followers and more, and they are a real page. Yes. Rufai.
I mean, I see a lot of these things from time to time, but like I always say, there are reporting channels, and this is a reporting channel. I'm sure those in authority are seeing this. And why all of this going on? Because I do my job the way it is. Because I stand strictly to the tenets of objectivity. And that's all. And it's not only this, I've seen a lot of attacks against me. I'm never the center of the story, but the truth has to be told. I just want good media. I just want to elevate good media, good conversations. Let's have a good conversation, good answer questions. Yeah, rebuttals, yeah, because I think that's the toast and the spice of journalism itself. It's a very, very interesting, field I love so much because of the capacity to be able to exchange ideas. And every time I come here, I want to learn. I've got no political slant. Somebody was saying, yeah, and I needed to address that because I wasn't given a right of rebuttal. I've got no political slant. I don't belong to anybody. I belong to logic, which is the cornerstone of how I think.
Absolutely.
And very good arguments. So because these same people, when it favors them, they call Rufai the hero. When it doesn't favor them, they say he's the villain. I don't care for all of that. I don't care for political consideration.
All right.
They've told people to sack me too at some point and all of that. I've been through a lot.
Okay.
Yes, it's hard on my family, but the truth has to be told. We need just to have good journalism in this country, so everybody, can get access to good information. That's just a good argument.
Rufai, we at Arise News are right behind you.
Thank you.
Why should Rufai Oseni be getting death threats is my concern. Like, seriously, is it for speaking the truth? That means these politicians are actually guilty of all these crimes they're calling them out for. That means they are guilty of stealing public funds. That means they are guilty of corruption. If not, why would they be afraid and then be sending death threats on Rufai Oseni? Whenever he does something that favors them, they even call him hero. But when he speaks against them and tell them that they are wrong here and here, they get angry. And some persons will still be supporting these politicians. But I don't blame you. Some of them benefit from all these politicians. So when you're benefiting from something, even if it is wrong, there's no way you can say anything against it. Please, guys, what do you think about this death threat on Rufai Oseni and his family? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's just for people to make death threats on him and his family? Please let me know your opinion in the comment section. Thank you.